New in IronCAD 2019 is the ability to save property tags to the catalogs. Property tags could be things like part properties or assembly properties, and can include things like part number, description, and even custom properties. And you can store these into the catalog for reuse. For example, we have these bolts assembly files that we may have custom properties on or names that we want to use or reuse for the other bolts. So let's go into the assembly properties for this bolt. We can see pretty much a lot of things are empty. For example, the part number, maybe we'll go ahead and just give this a part number of this, and we'll give it a description of this is a ball fastener. And we can go ahead and add some custom properties as well. Maybe we want to add various things like it's a supplier from ABC that we're getting this from, and maybe there's a price or any custom property that we want to add to this particular element, and we'll just call this as maybe a $1.25 for this bolt. Who knows if that's high or cheap in this case, but anyways, we'll go ahead and add that on here. So we have various properties on here. We want to use these over and over again on the other fasteners as well, because maybe these aren't linked, maybe these are just copied into this file or used in throughout other parts of our design, and we want to use this same property tag in multiple multiple places. To do this, essentially go to your visualization toolbar and use the fill eyedropper to acquire the information from your assembly. Go into an existing catalog or create a new catalog, and instead of left clicking to place, right click and you'll get a pop-up menu, and you can say text properties, and this will create an element inside of here for you that's called part properties. If I go ahead and escape to exit that command, I can now see that this part property element is here and it acts as any other catalog item in IronCAD. So for example, if I go to my other fastener, we can see if we go to its assembly properties, all this information is blank. But now when I drag and drop this component out, it'll give us an option of what item do you want to apply to this. We can apply part number only. If you want to create part properties for just part numbers or just descriptions or just custom properties, for example, maybe you have a supplier list that you want to add in here. You can add your own part property catalog items for various suppliers and information related to them, and only apply the custom properties for just for those parts that need those various part properties that you need for the custom properties in this case. So in this case, we'll go ahead and apply all these, and you can also set this as a default. So if you have various settings in here, you can define them as the default and it'll apply those on drop all the time for you, or you can set these dynamically as you drag and drop out. So once we hit OK, now if we go into the assembly properties, we can see that that was automatically applied for us, and so are the custom properties in this case. So again, we can repeat that for these other ones as well. For each assembly, just essentially just drag and drop that out, apply those three settings, and go to the other one, and we can do that as well, and they'll all have those custom properties that we set. Again, if you only wanted to apply a certain one, for example, maybe only this one had a custom property for some reason, not the other two, you can apply that. And if you look at this assembly properties for this guy, you'll notice these two are blank, but our custom properties are automatically populated. So you have a lot of flexibility to build your own custom properties, and you can build as many as you want in here. And you can also edit these here. If you edit the catalog item, you'll have your own custom dialog that allow you to edit the username information, your custom property list, as well as your part number and description in this dialog. So it's a custom dialog that you can alter these just for this particular element inside of the catalog. So a very handy tool to build your own custom list to simply drag and drop when you need them on whatever parts or assemblies that you'd like to use them for. Enjoy.